Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing something different than a makeup tutorial here on my channel. I've been getting a lot of requests lately from you guys to do a hair tutorial, my everyday curls and how I achieve them, so that is what I'll be doing for you guys today. I've also been getting a lot of requests to recreate the hair look that I did in my Kylie Jenner makeup tutorial. If you guys didn't get a chance to see that, I will leave it linked down below. But in that video, I did a different kind of curl. I used a different curling iron as well as a different technique to make the curls more wavy and a little frizzy kind of looking, because that's how I've been getting a lot of requests to do that look, so I'll be doing that look for you guys very, very soon. I just had to unbutton this. It's driving me crazy. I'm like choking. So if you guys are interested on how I get my everyday curl, then let's go ahead and get started. So this is what my hair looks like naturally. I actually blow dried it with a blow dryer last night because I knew that I was going to be curling it today. So whenever I curl it, I don't really like to put a lot of heat on my hair with a blow dryer because I'll be putting a lot of heat on it with my curling iron. So the things that I'm going to be using for today is my curling iron, which is on. This is the one that I use for every day. It's kind of a bigger barrel, as you can see. This is by Hot Tools, and this is the 1 1/4 inch barrel. I don't really go any bigger than a 1 1/4. I used to have a really big one. Actually used to have a bigger one, but whenever I would use it, it was just more if I wanted to have a little curl in the ends. It wasn't really for having curls because it was so big that my hair could never hold it. So I always stick to this size for the biggest curl for my hair because the other ones just don't do anything. So again, this is by Hot Tools. You can get Hot Tools at Ulta. I have a beauty store close to my house, and that's really where I get all my beauty products and hair products and styling tools and things like that. So again, this is by Hot Tools. I also will be using, this is just a regular comb by Conair. You can just get this at the drugstore or beauty store, like I said. And then I also have a teasing comb. This is by Conair as well. I just tease a little bit at the top. I don't tease every single day, but I just brought it down just so you guys know that I do use this every once in a while. And then the last thing that I'm going to use today is my Tresemme hairspray, and this is the number 5. I know they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 5 because that is the maximum hold. So that is the hairspray that I'm going to use today. So first off, I'm going to really quickly comb out my hair. I actually did it before I sat down to film, but I just decided I would go ahead and do it again. I'm looking over here, by the way, if I'm not gonna look at the camera the whole time, because I do have a mirror there, and I'm hoping that I don't burn myself in this tutorial, but I probably will. So usually I part my hair kind of more towards this side, but I always go from my brow up, and that's how I part my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair like that. So that is where we will be curling today. Really quickly, I do want to say as well, I know that a lot of people use a heat protectant. I actually don't use a heat protectant in my hair, and my hair still is very healthy. I actually put other products in it to make it healthy. But for the most part, I don't use a heat protectant because I've been curling my hair, gosh, I think it's been since I was like 13 or 14. So I've never used a heat protectant, and actually when I started to get more into makeup and beauty and hair, I went and I bought one because everyone was just like, you need a heat protectant, you need to put a heat protectant in your hair. And every time I would spray the heat protectant beforehand and then curl my hair, I noticed that the curls weren't really normal curls. They were more like waves, and also that my hair would not stay curly. Like within 3 hours, my hair just completely fell out. So I went back to doing without a heat protectant, and I've noticed a big difference. So for me, I don't use a heat protectant personally in my hair. Of course, it all depends on everybody's hair. If you feel like you really do need one and it does help your hair and your curls stay in, then by all means, go ahead and use a heat protectant. But for me, I've noticed that it actually doesn't do anything for my hair, and I never saw a really big change in my hair by using a heat protectant. Okay, so first I have my curling iron on already. I have it set to around 380, 400 degrees, so it is hot and ready. Yeah. So first, what I always do is I take my clip and I always clip the upper half of my hair back. So I usually go kind of around my temples and I'll go back, and then I always bring it up and I will clip it to the top of my head, just like this. And there you go. Cute, right? And then what I do is I actually part my hair right down the middle in the back, and I put it on either side. Go ahead and comb through. And now we are ready to start curling. This part actually also all depends on what you want your curls to look like. For me, I kind of go back and forth. Lately, I've been doing it in this way, so this is what I'm going to show you. But if you want your curls to be more kind of framing your face, you're going to want to always go like this, okay? I always like to separate the pieces as well, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So I always go one forward piece, and then the next piece I go the opposite direction, and then I do forward, so on and so forth. But lately I've actually been doing the majority of my head going this way, because I don't know, I just feel like it looks really nice as well. I always kind of go back and forth, so one day I'll kind of face frame the majority of the pieces, but then for the most part I actually like to go in the opposite direction. I like to use this curling iron as well for a lot of curls, but loose curls. So when I want to have a lot of curls, I kind of have my piece of hair like this thick, just like that. For every day, I like to get a couple more pieces, and I'll kind of go like this. So as you can see, it's a good amount of hair, but it's not too little, it's not too much. I don't like to do too much hair, because if you put too much hair around the barrel, it's going to turn out more of a wave than a curl. So I'm going to take this piece of hair like this. I have my curling iron ready and hot, and so what we're going to do is we're not going to put the hair in the clamp. For the most part, I just curl around the barrel. I don't put it in. The only time that I will ever put it in is when I'm at the end and I kind of clamp it down so that it will hold the end, so then I don't have to hold on to it anymore. Other than that, I don't put my hair in the clamp at all. So we're gonna get started. So the first piece that I do, I'm gonna go this way. So you're gonna go underneath your hair, just like that, and then you're gonna wrap it around, just like that. Leave it on for about 5 seconds. I kind of push it up like this just so it will curl down a little. So it will cool down a little. Then, as you can see, this is what we're left with. For my everyday look, I don't like to have the curls, a lot of curls. I like to kind of keep it more of a soft curl. So this is usually what I go with. If you want it to be a little bit more curly, you can leave it on a little bit longer on the curling iron. But for the most part, this is kind of how I have my curls around my head. So now that this one's done, I put it behind, and then I'll take the same amount of hair, and this time I'm actually going to go this way with the curl. So it will then be face framing. I kind of go in opposite directions once in a while, because if you do all the curls going in the same direction, they are all going to be in uniform. So that's my next curl. So as you can see, since they're going in two separate directions, they're not going to piece together and they're not going to stick together. But once in a while, I will go in opposite directions. I don't do it with every single piece, but for the beginning of my hair, I do this so that they won't stick together. So now I'm going to go take another piece and now I'm going to go under and go back the way that we did that first piece. Leave that on for a second. Let it cool down. And there you go. The other way for this piece. Now for the front two pieces, I'm actually going to now go this way, but I'm going to do them both in that way. Like I've been showing you, I've been going on and off in different ways. But when I go to the front, lately I've been doing, having both curls go this way. So I'm going in the opposite direction of what you would do if you want to frame your face. So now this is what we have on this side. It's just very nice loose curls, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Okay, and then when we get to the front, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on this side, and I'm going to put these going inward like this. So now that we have all of the curls going, I actually don't spray it now. I spray it when I'm done with everything. So now what we're going to do is bring this section down, just like this. And then I'm going to take this side and again clip it up.
Okay, so now starting with the upper half of my hair, I'm going to go ahead and start on my left side just like I did with the lower half of my hair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same exact thing as I did on the bottom. I'm going to start curling my hair in the opposite direction, and then going with the next piece, I'm going to do the face frame, go in and out, and just do the same thing like we did on the bottom. So as you can see, I was going in both directions throughout my head, and then when I get to the front couple pieces, including my bangs, that's when I'm going to go outward. So then I'm going to go in the face framing motion that I've been talking about throughout this video. I just like the way that the face frame looks on the front of my face, including the bangs, and like I said, the first couple pieces. So instead of going in the opposite direction like I've been doing the majority of the head, I'm going to go ahead and face frame, and then I'm going to go to the other side of my head, which is my right side, and I'm going to then go in opposite directions back and forth, and then again doing the face frame going outwards when it comes to my bangs in the first couple pieces. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. After we're done curling and the curls have cooled down, then I'm going to go in with my Tresemme hairspray, and I'm just going to spray my whole head. I'm going to spray my curls and everything. And as you can see, I'm kind of going up with my hand as well. And what this is doing is it's breaking up the curls, because after you curl your hair, I don't really know how to describe it, but they're just very stiff kind of curls. So what I do is I go in with my hand. As you can see, I'm spraying all over, and I'm just going and I'm moving my curls so that they can kind of break up and loosen up a little bit so that they can have that nice loose wave look. So as you can see, I'm just messing with my hair until I get it to my liking. If you want to, you can go back in and curl some pieces that you feel like need a little bit more curl, and that is about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hair tutorial. If you have any other hair looks that you would like me to try out, or any looks that you want me to do, please leave them in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Love you all. Bye.
Come here. That's fresh. Can I help you, ma'am? If you guys didn't get to see that tutorial, I wanted to switch it up a little bit, and I've been getting a lot of requests. A little bit. No, that makes no sense. That's stupid. That's stupid! How I do my hair. How I curl. I also have a clip that I'm going to be using for this tutorial as well. And it's just a clip back right here. Bleh. There is no way you have to go when I just took you. Oh, come on, Penny. I don't really go any bigger than this because I don't the whole time. You can't have that drink. Are you crazy? Christina! There are landscapers across the street. I don't know if you guys can hear them. The dogs are going crazy. I've also been getting a lot of requests. This is just ridiculous.